Hello and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, welcome. My name is Jessica, and for today's video we're going to be doing a little Ulta shop with me. Now, I've said it in a past vlog that I really need to probably repurchase some makeup products. I've been using the same stuff for probably close to a year now, and as we all know, makeup does expire. Most of my powder products are still okay because they're good for a year, but I do need to get a new foundation, a new concealer, even though since I don't really wear them very often, I still have a decent amount. And also, I was thinking I would just get some new powder products as well. We can try out some new makeup, because even though I haven't hit pan on my blush, bronzer, highlighter, they're coming up on a year, so unfortunately I do need to get rid of them. But if you know me, then you know that I prefer drugstore makeup. I would rather spend my money on skincare and save when it comes to makeup. So we are at Ulta today to see if maybe we can find some new drugstore makeup. I'm basically going to be getting a full face of makeup, or at least trying to get a full face of makeup. I do need to get some more mascara as well, because I am almost out of that, and I do need more brow gel. So we're basically going to be buying everything today. So we're going to go in there, see what's new, see what we can find. I typically use a lot of NYX products with a little bit of like e.l.f. ColourPop like sprinkled in there, but we're gonna see what we can find, if there's anything new or if there's anything that's like piquing my interest. I do think for foundation, I might want to try to find a like skin tint. I have my like full coverage foundation that I wear on the weekends when I'm streaming, but I'd like something a little lighter, so maybe I can just quickly throw it on in the morning before work so I can be a little more put together, but we'll see what we can find. Anyways, before I yap on too long, we're just gonna go run into Ulta and see what we can find. But before we do, if you could give this video a like, I'd really appreciate it. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. And let's get into Ulta and see what makeup we can find. I'm in the e.l.f. section right now. I've used the Camo CC cream before, but I think this is too full coverage for what I'm looking for on a day-to-day basis. I know they have the hydrating one, but I don't think I'm gonna get that either. But I figured I would check out the e.l.f. section. They do have some highlighters here, which I prefer a smaller highlighter, so I might grab one of these to try. But we're just gonna keep looking and see what else we can find. I think I'm gonna go with this Maybelline Superstay Skin Tint. I'm gonna use foundation to find my shade. It says I should try 112, but they don't have it in stock. So it's between 110 and 118, but I'm gonna go with 110. Even though we are going into the summer months, I can darken it with bronzer. And if that doesn't work, I'll just return it for the deeper shade. But this is what we're gonna get for foundation. And I think we'll see what we get for concealer. I do still have my NYX one. We could get the Maybelline Age Rewind, but I'm thinking I might try something else. So let's look for a concealer and then we'll work on the rest of the face. I'm intrigued by this blush tint. It looks like it might be a dupe for the Benetint, which I've never tried. So I think we're gonna grab this. Again, I'm a little scared, but I'm also intrigued. So I'm gonna try this out. Just got the last ColourPop Act Natural Defining Mascara, which we know I love. I think I want to maybe eventually try some brown, but for now we're just going to stick with the black. I've been trying to branch out and get things that I've not used before, but I love this and I don't want to try another mascara. So we're just gonna get this again.
2 hours later.
Finally home from Ulta. I was there a little bit longer than I was planning just because, like I said, I love NYX and I was really trying to not just purchase the full face of NYX because it's really easy for me to do so since I love NYX products so much. So here is my bag of everything that I got from Ulta. I did have a gift card, which was nice because I only spent about $10 of my own money. So we're just gonna grab things and chat about it. So like I said, I got the Maybelline Superstay 24-hour skin tint plus vitamin C. According to foundation, which I will have linked down below, my shade should be 112, like I was saying in Ulta, but they did not have that shade in store. So instead of going darker, I decided to go lighter. So we have shade 110 here. I figured if it's a little too light, I can try to make it work with bronzer. If not, then I can take it to the store and try to return it and get a different shade. I ended up not getting a concealer. I do still have a decent amount of my NYX one, and I don't think I've had it for a year yet, so I think we're still good for a little bit. Plus, I couldn't really find a concealer that I wanted to try that intrigued me, so we're just gonna stick with my NYX concealer for now. But moving on to the rest of the face products, I did get a new setting powder. I've been using the Tatcha one for a while, and it's like a mini, so it's almost gone. So I wanted to get just a loose setting powder, like translucent. So we got the ColourPop No Filter Loose Setting Powder. I actually haven't seen anything about this. I haven't really been paying too much attention to makeup, YouTube, TikTok. So this probably isn't new, but I haven't seen anyone talk about it. But again, this is in the shade Translucent. Figured we would give it a try. I do have drier skin, as I've said before on the channel, but I do set my foundation and concealer before I go in with powder products just to make sure I don't have any patchiness or anything. So we're gonna try this out. Onto bronzer, I did get a cream bronzer, which I haven't used a cream bronzer in a while. The last one I remember using was the e.l.f. Putty bronzer, and it's been a few years, but I saw this Milani Cheek Kiss cream bronzer. I got the shade Hey Honey. Figured I would try this out. I think this is the lightest shade that they had. So I thought we could try this out. I do love the NYX bronzer that I've been using. I'll insert what it is here because it's like the Buttermelt bronzer, I think. I love it, but again, I was trying to steer away from getting NYX products if I could help it. So I have used some stuff from Milani, but not a ton. So I figured we could try this out and see how that goes. For blush, like I was saying in Ulta, I saw this e.l.f. Sheer For It blush tint. This is in the shade Left on Red. This intrigued me because it looks like it might be a dupe for the Benetint from Benefit. I've never used the Benetint, but it's like a stain for your cheeks. You can use it on your lips. So this does intrigue me. It's also a little scary. So we're going to see how this goes. But I figured I could always use this even during the week because this might be good for on a more no makeup or less makeup kind of day, like rushing out the door. Maybe not rushing, but maybe I could have it in my car or in my bag and just apply a little bit during the day if I would like. So we're gonna try that for blush. For highlighter, I did get the e.l.f. Halo Glow Silky Powder Highlighter. Now I talked about this when we were in Ulta. This is in the shade Soft Pearl Era. I was between this and I think the other shade was Prosecco something. This one is the lightest shade, so I went with this one just because I am on the lighter side. But the other shade was more of a champagne kind of color, which was really pretty. I just figured we could try this one out. I definitely wanted a highlighter that was a little bit smaller just because the one I've been using from Revolution is such a huge compact. I feel like I'm never gonna make it through it before it expires. It's already getting close to being a year since I've started using it, and it looks like I've barely made a dent. So I definitely wanted to get a highlighter that was a little bit smaller. So we're gonna try this out. I did get another ColourPop Act Natural Defining Mascara in the shade Black. Like I said, when we were in Ulta, I could have tried to find a different mascara from a different brand, but I just love this mascara so much and I know that it works for me, so I grabbed this. Maybe one of these days I'll try a different mascara. If you have any mascara recommendations, definitely let me know in the comments. This is just a tried and true for me, so I grabbed one while I was there. I did also get another Milani Make It Last Original Setting Spray. I'm almost out of the one that I have now. I debated getting the bigger bottle, but since I don't do my makeup that often, I figured I would just get the regular size bottle for now. This setting spray is so good and I've been using it for years. I was tempted to try the new L'Oreal one, but I don't know. I just know I love this one, so I just grabbed it. Again, I did try to get products that I've never used before, but this and the mascara, I just had to get tried and true products for. I did get a couple of products. Now, as I've said before, I don't do lip liner because my lips are so dry that I haven't really found a lip liner that doesn't dry them out and make the edges of my lips really dry and flaky. But I've seen a lot of people using lip stains lately, and NYX did come out with a lip lingerie lip liner like stain. And I haven't seen too many people talk about this, but this intrigued me because I have used the lip lingerie line in the past, but they are pretty drying, especially the matte liquid lipsticks. But since this is a stain, I figured we could try this out and see how this works with my lips. This isn't like the best lighting, but I did swatch it when I was at Ulta, and this is the type of shade that I would use. This is in the shade Cuff Me, which is a rose pink. I am excited to try this out and see how it works, and hopefully it's not too drying on my lips. But honestly, I'm probably going to use this and then put like Aquaphor or a Summer Fridays lip balm or just a different lip balm on top. So I'm definitely going to keep my lips hydrated when using it, but this definitely intrigued me. And this was one of the reasons why I wanted to go to Ulta, because I've been seeing some things about this and I definitely wanted to try it out. Last product I got, I've also seen a little bit about this. This is the NYX Jelly Job Full Bodied Shine Gloss. I just got the clear one because my Ulta didn't really have a ton of the like pinkier nude shades that I would typically gravitate towards, but I got a clear one. I have seen Nicole Concilio talk about this. She is a TikToker, YouTuber, and she says that this is a really good lip gloss, and so I figured we could try this out. I do still like the ColourPop one that I've been using for the last few months, but I wanted a clear gloss to use, so this is what we got. That is everything I got from Ulta. I am going to do a try on with all these products, but like I said earlier, it is going to be a separate video, so keep an eye out for that. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave if you want to see more from me, and give the video a like if you enjoyed it, and I will see you in my next video.